Namaste. Welcome, beautiful souls. Happy Friday. Lovely to have you here. And I thought today we could have a little bit of fun. I had said a few weeks ago that I was going to share with you some new Lenormand decks and updates to my Lenormand collection. So I thought today we could play a little bit of Name That Deck. So here is my intention. I'm just going to create a banner so people know what's going on here today if they come in a little bit later. And we are going to be identifying a Lenormand decks today by the Clover card. And actually, I don't need to type it in. I will come back, and perhaps if there's any questions, if there's moderators in the chat, they can assist me. So what I thought I would do is if I will keep track of names. If you are the first person to chime in the chat. Also know that the chat is open in both the my Facebook group, as well as on YouTube. So you might see in the chat, you won't necessarily see everybody that I'm talking to if you're on one platform and not the other. And what I'm going to offer is a 9-card Lenormand reading for the winner of today's game. Okay. And all you need to do is contact me and I will set up a Zoom appointment. If you are local, I'm happy to meet with you in person. And I know that won't be too many people here. So namaste and welcome to all of you. All right. Lovely to be back, by the way, as well, too. Hello to Irene. She was first in the door. Clevis, hello. Oh, Heather, you know what? It's a process. It's a process. There is no pressure to stay caught up with anything. And what I would love to do, so for those of you that aren't aware, I am doing a Lenormand series. I think we're over 20 videos now working with reading Lenormand. And I'm really enjoying these classes. We're having lots of interaction. And so if you are interested, it is a members only feature on my channel, but we're having a great time. Hello, Donna. Yes, I had a wonderful time. It was actually kind of busy. I got to play golf, got to see some beautiful places, and it was really nice. Yeah. So Tamian, hello to you. Mira, welcome. Welcome. Saskia, hello to you. And yes, Andrew, I haven't played this game for ages and ages, so I thought it would be great fun. And there's not very many people in the chat, so we will. So this won't be. It'll be easier to win the prize. I guess that's what I'm saying. Okay, and some of my decks, of course, you've previewed in the on the thumbnail. So you've seen a lot of the cards there as well too. So that's a little bit of a cheat. Hello to Kristen and Tina. Welcome. Vange, hello. Lovely to have you here. So I thought what I would start with are 3 traditional decks. And these decks you've all seen if you're in my class. I do use these decks for teaching. And I often use these decks as well too as the base underneath. If I'm doing, I don't have a, what do you call it? A spreadsheet. I don't have a spread cloth. So what I'm doing when I'm teaching is laying out cards underneath. And so I tend to use these ones for the base layer of Lenormand. Okay, so let's begin, and we're going to zoom in. I do have a pen and paper ready, and okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, so we're going to start here, and Lenormand cards. So we have to zoom way in. And of course, I'm going to show you the rest of the deck too, if you're not familiar with the deck. And so this is our first deck, and this goes by a nickname. And I might give you clues. I believe this is one of Kelly Fitzgerald's basic decks as well too, that she uses for teaching as well. So one of the things I like about this particular deck is that Everything is crystal clear. Yay. Okay. Donna gets 1 point. And I better put down Donna R. Donna R. 1 for you. So one of the things I like about the Piatnik deck is that everything is crystal clear. We have the, there's no ambiguity as to what the images are, right? The ship is definitely the ship. The rider is the rider. There's, you know, in a lot of decks, sometimes it's difficult to see what is what, right? And with this one, it's just super clear. Everything is clear. The card numbers are clear. The playing card associations are clear. And this just makes it a really great beginner's deck. It makes it a great deck to use as a second deck underneath if you're working with houses. And just in a quick flip through of this deck, you know, I don't think there are any cards that I find offensive or upsetting in any way. I like, one of the things that is not a favorite is when the polar bear is, when the bear is a polar bear. That's kind of, so this deck does not have Stork in flight. Stork is stationary. So that is something that I know some people like, well, I do. I like to see the Stork stationary. And in the Piatnik deck, the book is open, which is a little bit different because in, I only own one Lenormand, the Revolution. Okay. I don't have that one, Kristen. So this is something that can shift the energy for me of a reading, is if the book is open or if the book is closed, because the 26th card tends to refer to secrets and things which are hidden. So this is, yeah. And I do not, sorry, today I did not bring out all of the replacement cards. And because it is a traditional deck, the lady and the gentleman have quite a traditional look to them. So yeah, so this is the Piatnik deck, 1 point for Donna. Okay, so here we go. Next one. This is another traditional deck. And this one has the poetry on it, which is really beautiful. A lot of the older decks, and I have only one, I believe, that has the poetry on it. Scissors. Okay, so this deck does, it's not, US Games is not the name of a deck, so I'm looking for the name of the deck. And is it published by US Games? Very good. Yes, it is published by US Games. Yes, okay, Tamian gets the point. 1 point for Tamian. And for those of you that came in a little bit late, the winner of the game today is, so this is the box for this one. Okay, the winner will get a 9-card Lenormand with me. Okay, 9-card reading. And if you're not local, so this one, the snake is quite ferocious. The poem for the snake is, vile is the serpent who lulls with a bite. Be not indulgent or slow to the fight. Flee every moment. She turns on the charm. This poised opponent will bring you to harm. So there's your Queen of Clubs. Hi, Joel. Welcome. There is your gentleman. And like I said, for most of these decks, if there are alternate cards, some of them I will be able to show you, but not all of them. And the Bluebird Lenormand, of course, has bluebirds on it. Quite like this deck, actually. A very Victorian style child. It has a very Victorian flair to it. So these first 3 decks are, there's the sun, and I'll show you in contrast the moon and this. So there's the star, the sun, and the moon. So very easy to recognize. And that's one of the beauties of these decks. The numbers, the playing card associations, everything is clear, clear, clear. So that works really well. Moon, I'm not sure where the moon is. There it is, right? Easy to differentiate between the moon and the stars. There's no ambiguity with the stars and the ship. which is sometimes can be a challenge. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so the third traditional deck, here is the Clover card. This is probably the one of these three that I use the least. And the reason I actually have three of these traditional decks was for a card comparison. Yes, so 1 point for Mira, Merlin's daughter. Okay, so 1 point for you. This is the Blue Owl. This is the back of the box, and here, and you can see the name, Blue Owl. There you go. Okay, so again, a very traditional deck, easy to read, and this one has the court cards that look more like playing cards. So I kind of like this one actually. Rather than humans, they look more like cards. So that works really well for me. And I find that super, it's fast. It's easy to read. I'm not always checking. I mean, I do know the playing card associations for the cards. And of course, the Blue Owl has owls in the bird card. Yeah. There may be a white owl card. I don't have it. And again, this one does have a grizzly or a brown bear. This one has one stationary stork and the one stork in flight. Yeah, so this is another great deck. The mice are very busy in this card. It's nice to see busy mice, actually. I kind of like that in a deck. The heart, while it does look like a heart, so look at this. So there's the heart, there is the letter, and there's the lilies. And where's the bouquet? Let's just have a look at that. The child is also presenting a bouquet as well, too. So lots of bouquets in this deck. I might have already had the bouquet card on the table. So that's, that's something. If you're starting to read Lenormand, it's really nice if the cards are easy to read. So these, I'm going to say Bluebird. What I would like to do also is to pick a top 5. Actually, that's part of my process. Part of my process today. Yeah. Okay, so now, I'm going to pull out all of these ones. Let's go tarot in a tin, or ones that I have in a tin anyway. Let's start with this one. I don't know if this one still comes in a tin. Here you go. There is the Clover card. So this entire deck is at night. It's really beautiful. However, if you are reading in dim light in a dark room, it's a little bit more challenging to read, but the artwork is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. There are no playing card associations on this one. Tamian is there. Yay. Okay, Tamian gets 2. So this is Clair de Lune by Tourian. Today we're playing by title only. Okay, so this, I don't know if this is what the current version comes in, but this looks like a sticker that's on a black tin. There's the fox. Isn't the fox gorgeous? I love I love that one, particular that one. There's the sun. Sorry, that's the star. Yes, I remember. So this one I haven't used in ages because I've been working with mostly decks that have playing card associations. So we have sun and star. I like the Triscale in the center of the sun. There's the cross, which is kind of cool. Yeah. coffin, very appropriate. There's the bear. The bear is gorgeous. She's just such a lovely artist. And I think this is one of my favorite child cards. There is something about the child card in a lot of decks. Oh, it's in a tuck box now. Okay, thanks, Tammy Ann. There's something about child cards that doesn't always sit well with me. And of course, the moon is gorgeous being in the night. And this is a really interesting mountain card with that pathway leading toward the mountain. And here the stork has landed. And even though we are at night, it's apparent we have different energy of clouds, right and left. The house looks very much like a haunted house. Yeah. So this is Anatorian's Clair de Lune. Clair de Lune, Lenormand. Okay, let's find the lid. No idea what, oh, it's underneath here. That was kind of a and after we're done, for those of you that are watching this in the playback, please know that I will put timestamps, or I will put the names of all the decks in the description box below afterwards. Okay, here is the next one. This artwork will be very familiar to a lot of you. I'm sure some of you have several decks by this amazing artist. This is one I don't use very often. So one of the things that I do like about Lenormand cards, excellent, Mira. Okay, so it's 2 for Mira and 2 for Tammy Ann, is when, so Mira's right. This is the Fairy Tale Lenormand by Lisa Hunt. The artwork is by Lisa Hunt. Sorry, the artwork, yes, the artwork is by Lisa Hunt and the guidebook is by Arwen Lynch. So Tina has the creator correct, but Mira was first with Merlin's daughter. So I'm going to give it to, goes to Mira. And so we're going by title today. And here we have a really interesting book card. I love the magic that's coming out of this. It's really gorgeous. This is a bouquet. Single flowers. Yeah. And here, look at this fish card. So we have what looks like Aladdin or another fairy tale. And in the flow of energy of the magic carpet, we have the fish. And so what I find is that for beginners, decks that are heavily themed sometimes can be more challenging to read. And because there might also be a sense that this child card has a sense of loneliness or distress, and that's not the way we read Lenormand. Lenormand, the child is the child. Okay, so whether the child is on a swing or the child looks distressful, and then see the cross card, we have a happy child in the background, which is kind of an unusual depiction. We had a discussion, or one of you was talking about anthropomorphic animals in Lenormand. And I'll go to one, actually, I'll go to the deck that we were talking about. Yeah, and I agree with you. That can be really challenging. The sun card here, we have, the awakening of Snow White kind of energy. It's a pretty scary card. Yeah. And this is interesting because the bear card with the 2 girls in the foreground, it just feels different. It feels like a different kind of energy. But I love Lisa Hunt's artwork, and so that, there we go. All right, so we have 2 for Mira, 2 for Tammy Ann, and 1 for Donna Rion. Next one. This is a trimmed version. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have the card. Yes, I do. There we go. Okay. And if you want to see the untrimmed version, I can show you because I do have an untrimmed version as well too. This artwork will look familiar to a lot of you. On this one, we do have the playing card associations on the bottom that are nice and clear because they are in the yay. Okay, so who was first? On my chat, Tamian is first. So that's 3 for Tamian. Pixie's Astounding. And in the little guidebook that comes with this deck, it does tell you where all of the pieces of the art come from. Some of them are familiar. They come from bits and pieces of the RWS tarot deck. And other ones come from other artwork. Yeah. I quite like the mice card in this deck. We also have Roman numerals here, which is very unusual in Lenormand. Rarely do you see a deck with Roman numerals. Mm-hmm. And so the danger here, of course, is if you recognize the art, where it's coming from in Pixie's work, and you read the tarot, there may be a tendency to recognize the card. So here's an example. The letter is from, this card is often included as an extra card when you buy one of the RWS cards. It's one of her other paintings. But what I was saying is that, yeah, it's important not to read it as the tarot. And as all of you Lenormand readers know, the Tower is very different energy than Tamian is a very competitive nature. The Tower has completely different energy in Lenormand than in tarot, as do other cards. So I'm just going to show you this is the box that it comes in, and I'll just show you what it looks like with the borders. So if you're looking for this deck, that's what it looks like. It took quite a bit of, this was in my I did a video way back on failed trimmings and failed deck modifications. And because the borders on this deck were not even, so what happened was I had to edge it in black to cover up all of the weird, the weirdness that happened when I trimmed it. Heather. Yes, looking very good. So Tamian has 3 points, Donna 1, and Mira, who is Merlin's daughter, has 2 points. So this is the deck that I was talking about that has the more anthropomorphic animals in it, which sometimes is hard for some people. Some people don't like that. And yeah, so make sure you say the name of this deck, not the name of the creator. This is very brightly colored. Andrew, no. Very brightly colored Lenormand, lots of, so on this one, we have the number, we have the title, but we have no playing card associations. Yeah, and I'll show you some of the brightly colored cards as well as the dog the dog looks very much like a dog. Let's see here. And my apologies if you can hear the gardening outside. Wow, nobody's chiming in on this one, or the chat is really slow. I don't have YouTube open, so everything should be going really fast. Oh, yes. So I also don't have Facebook open. But if anybody's commenting on Facebook, I will see your comments. Looks like everybody here is on YouTube so far. Okay. Ooh, drum roll, drum roll. We still don't have a winner for this one. What is going on? What is going on? What else can I tell you about this one? I can show you the back if we need another clue. So this is the back of this card. This one is a little wider than a standard. Actually, I want to show you. I want to talk a little bit about card size as well too, because that's really important for some people to choosing a Lenormand deck. All right, so just bear with me. I'm going to open up YouTube and make sure I can see what's going on, making sure we're live and all of that. Okay. Oh, we have some more votes. Participation point for, yes, participation point for Andrew. Donna says still not looking familiar, and Mira is not correct. Okay. So I just wanted to show you the difference in size. So this one is definitely a little bit wider than the traditional Lenormand decks. All right, well, I'm going to show you some other cards and we'll see who gets it. So this is the child card, which I find a little bizarre because child does not necessarily mean baby, but this is the way the artist has decided to depict that. And we have a panda bear in this deck. Yeah, so my preference is for a brown bear. I just like the energy of the brown bear. And the rider is on a motorcycle, which is very contemporary. And there's the dog. And I'm gonna, oh, the garden is very pretty. I'm gonna leave the clover there because we're identifying by the clover. The stork is in flight. I can show you that one. But I was looking for the contentious. There's a couple of contentious cards. I wonder about this one too, because I don't want to confuse. I mean, obviously the heart is a heart and it says heart, but the fish is really pretty. I don't want to confuse the heart and the key, and they aren't necessarily associated. Not my taste. I have no clue. Of course, I will tell you, but I'm going to wait and see if anybody chimes in. So there's the lady card. This is one card that I know people don't necessarily like, and there's the gentleman card. I do have this creator also has a tarot deck, which I rarely use. There is the coffin and the stars. And the fish. Okay, no clue. No clue. All right, so this one, I'm not going to tell you. Oh, yes. Okay, I am going to. So Mira is first, actually. Mira is first, and then Vange is right after that. So Mira gets another point. So it's 3 for Mira and 3 for Tamia. And yes, this is Sawyer's Lenormand. Okay, well that was I didn't expect that one to be a challenging one. Okay. All right. That was a wild guess. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Okay. Where should we go? Ooh, let's go this one. I really like this one. Okay, here we go. This one should be easy. This is a very of all of his decks, this is the one I really like the most. I find it the easiest to work with. Yeah. It is the same size as the Sawyer's Lenormand. Heather, that is a good guess, but it goes by a different name. Andrew, that is a good guess, but it goes by a different name. You have the right artist, both of you, but not the correct title. Yay! Okay, so Mira is correct. Another point for Merlin's daughter. Merlin's daughter is at 4. Tammy Ann, you better pull up your socks. This is the Seekers Lenormand by Schwartz. Andy, right? Andy Schwartz. A.L. Schwartz. Skullgarden.net. So there is the house card, which is called Home. What other ones are little? So the bouquet is renamed as Flowers. Of course, the heart is this weird anatomical thing. Crossroads is a compass. The bear's third eye has a crystal in it. You can do it, Tammy Ann. Okay. So some of these cards, I mean, it has that eccentricity of characteristic of his artwork, right? The tower is a quartz. Yeah, that heart, Donna. And then this one is really difficult for me because the tree is a brain, right? It looks like a brain, and that is not really connected at all with the meaning. But Heather, you do like the Earthbound Oracle? Yeah. And so this card, one of the really great things is that the lady is feminine, which is nice. I like that. The child is an egg. And the scythe does have blood on it. What else do we have here? I was going to show you the, the rider is hilarious. Look at the rider. The rider is a mouse on a snail. And, oh yeah, I wanted to show you the masculine card. So there's the masculine card. Yeah. All right. So that is the Seekers Lenormand. Yeah. Miss Amber, come and lie down. Come and lie down. This is a brand new deck. I have not even done a walkthrough of it. It was not featured. It was not featured in the thumbnail. And I saw this. This is the same size as the Seekers Lenormand and Sawyer's Lenormand. I saw this when I was going through Etsy, and I just thought it was really beautiful. You know me, I love, oh, Tammy Ann. Tammy Ann, you are so fast. All right, so Tammy Ann is caught up to Mira. It is 4-4. This is the Middia Lenormand. The Middia Lenormand. And I don't remember if somebody pointed this out to me but when I saw this artwork, it's so pretty. So pretty. So we have birch for the birch tree. Clouds is nice and clear with a dark and a light side. I love that. Snake is called Viper. I'm going to just go through really, really quick. Ooh, the scythe has a human hand, like that. You can see somebody wielding the scythe. Donna says, check out the Heloise Lenormand on Etsy. It's a beautiful stained glass art. All right, I will do that. Thank you. Heloise Lenormand. And you see, the thing about Lenormand decks is they're reasonable, right? They're reasonable to purchase. Ooh, the fox and the bear actually look very similar. There's fox and bear. I mean, obviously the fox is the fox and the bear is the bear. The playing card associations are nice and clear. Thanks, Donna. I appreciate it. Yeah. The star is a necklace. I kind of like it when the star has that outdoor feeling to it. The garden is lovely. There's the garden. I'm just flipping through this really, really quickly. The heart is a tattoo. And in this book, in this deck, the book is open. Okay, and for the man card, it's a he, and the lady card is a she. So he and she. He and she. There's the rider card. So yeah, so that's the Middia Lenormand. And the Middia Lenormand is by Clara Spalinska. And the website is middia.net, double D, really pretty. This, if I were doing a 3-voice reading, this would look amazing with, you know, that deck that I like so much from France. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, here we go. You ready? So this is another, this looks a little bit like the Sawyer's Tarot, actually. Same kind of artwork. That would be great, Donna. You should create a Dreaming Way. Okay, so that goes to first is, who's first? Mira is first. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mira. Mira's at 5. There's the Lilies card. This is the Dreaming Way Lenormand that comes in a 2-part box. This is, it's kind of a bizarre deck. Lots of you guessed this one. There's the sun. The sun's kind of fun. And this is the card that stumps up a lot of people. Right? Dog. The dog is kind of sweet, but you looks a little bit like it could be the child card. And instead of crossroads, we have choices. This one is bizarre for a fish card with the umbrella in there. And the tattoo on this one is the anchor. And I find this funny that the key is such a contemporary key. The ring is kind of bizarre. Yeah. You have to. So why did I get this deck? I don't know. I was collecting Lenormand decks, and I had the tarot. So, but the artwork is very different than the tarot. Okay, so you ready? So Mira, Merlin's daughter, has 5, Tamian has 4, and Donna has 1. Okay, we have lots of decks to go, so hang in there, everybody. We still do not have a declarative winner. All right, here we go. Ready? This one should be easy. This is by far my absolute favorite Lenormand deck. Love this. And I love the way the artwork spills over the borders. It's just so beautiful. And all the borders are different colors. Donna, yay. Okay, Donna gets the point for that one. 2 for Donna. Yeah. Do I have the box? Yes, I do. So this one comes in a 2-part large box. This is the Anna K. Lenormand. This comes in a 2-part box. Oh yes, and these are, if you want to see, these are the extra cards. Excuse me. There's a tiger lily as well as a white lily. I forget what that's called, but this is an extra card. There's the alternate man and woman card, which I don't use. So I'll put those back underneath. The sun card is gorgeous. If you are purchasing the indie version of the Anna K. Tarot, yeah, you may as well purchase the Lenormand and order them from her. Yeah, it's not. I just love that sun card. It's really gorgeous, and this is a very unique cross card. Very unique. Coffin is below the ground. The only thing with this deck is if you have not memorized the playing card associations, they're very hard to read. They are in the black border at the bottom. That one really has a hand fasting, and I believe we have hand fasting, don't we, in this one as well too for the, oh no, that's in a different deck. That's in Celtic. There's the mountains. I quite like this Crossroads card. The Tiger Lily is really, really beautiful. There's the anchor. There's the lady. Oh yes, this one. I quite like this one because this is this ring card is not a ring on a finger, but it is, I don't even know what you call them. It's joining two parts of a sail together. So I think that's really clever. There's the white lily. And look at this. Oh, I love Gerbera daisies. So of course the bouquet card speaks beautifully to me. And I think this is one of the very best fish card because fish, of course, represents abundance. And we see this gorgeous, gorgeous catch here. The dog is really sweet. Yeah, so that is the Anna K. Lenormand. And oh yes, this one, the stork. The stork is definitely in flight. Yeah, beautiful deck. Beautiful, which I keep in this little bag that I made. By the way, I ordered Peggy bags and I wanted to see about her sizing and all of that. So I will be sure to share that with you if you're interested in purchasing bags from Peggy Papez, who is Lisa's wife. I have some information about sizes and so forth, and I'm really happy with the bags that I ordered. And I'll share that with you at some point, probably next Friday. Okay, here we go. Here's another favorite, but of course this one has no playing card associations on it. Another favorite artist of Sadhana's. And I hope I can remember the name of this deck. Oh yes, I know what it is. I remember what it is. Yeah, Donna 3, Tammy Ann 4, Mira 5. So this is Siolo Thompson's Lenormand deck. Siolo Thompson has several decks. I believe I have all of her decks. And they have this, and they look beautiful together. This is one of my favorite 3 voice combos, is to use a combination of Siolo Thompson's decks. They really look great together. Yeah. What is your favorite Siolo Thompson deck? And I know her decks aren't for everyone. I have all of her tarots, both of her oracles. Yeah, making it challenging, Donna. Can't make it too easy. And this one has scissors instead of scythe. Scissors, and I'll see if there's any other ones that are different. The heart is an anatomical heart. Stork is stationary. And kind of a bizarre stars card, I think. Mira says botanical is her favorite. Ooh, okay, this is actually kind of good. I like that on this one, she calls it whip and broom. The interpretation of whether it's broom or whip can have a slightly different nuance. And I quite like that she has that. There's the garden card. Yeah. So that is Scrying ink. Siolo is a Pacific Northwest resident. And I don't know what, it's funny, I try to collect decks by Canadian artists, and there's quite a few artists. I believe Stacia Burrington is also from the Pacific Northwest. And there's a familiarity. There's something about the Botanica that they choose in their decks, whether it's a Botanica in deck or whether there's that in the background. Yeah. Under the Roses. Okay, so first up was Andrew. All right, that's the first point for Andrew. Andrew, well-tempered. Claire, 1 point. Okay, so this is anybody's game because we have lots of decks still to go. There is your whip card. So we have a very sexual, sexy whip and snake card. Oh, that was sneaky, was it? Can't make this too easy. Can't make it too easy. The playing card associations are in the bottom right corner. Fairly easy to read. I'm not going to make this easy. There's the letter. This one, the book, is the journal. This has quite a different... I like a Lenormand deck that has standard names and standard interpretations. Lilies is a kind of a reddish lily. Maybe it is a tiger lily with a... There's the fish. What card do I really like in this deck? The scythe is called the sickle. Bouquet is red roses. The tree is kind of cool. Oh, and here's another thing about this deck. So I am a great poker player. I will play Texas Hold'em with any of you. I love poker. So in the background, you probably can't see it on the screen, but the key words are all very lightly in the back of this deck. So you could sit with the deck and try to figure out the words that are in the background. The heart is called the locket. Yeah. The tower is called the clock tower. So yeah, so this is Under the Roses. Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun? I would love to play cards with some of you. That would be great if we could somehow figure out how to play cards together. All right, this is a deck I never use because it's so freaking big. I can't even get it on the screen. Let's put it over here. There we go. And what makes this deck challenging to read is that there are humans. There's a lot of humans in these cards instead of things. All right, Andrew. Andrew, 2 for Andrew. All right, so we have 4 people with multiple points here. Yeah, okay. So there is the stork ship. See, there's the heart, and in a heartbeat, that might be difficult. That might be difficult to interpret. There's a snake. I find this bizarre that the tower looks deserted because the tower doesn't have that energy at all. Ooh, Heather, that was a really good guess. That was a really good guess. Okay, there's the bear. Kind of looks like Amber's face. And this one too has a broom and a whip. It's a very Hawaiian energy in that card. Mhm. See, like the anchor, right, has a lady in it. So there's the fish, the fish. So this is, yeah, this is a little more challenging to read. And I find this coffin card bizarre. We have kind of like a devil energy underneath the coffin and then bats overhead. So yeah. Tower solitary is one of the interpretations, of course. Yes. But it really does kind of restrict the energy of the meaning. And there's the cross card. Yeah. So this is the Art Nouveau Lenormand. It's a low Scarabeo deck. And you'll probably, it's pretty. It's pretty if you're collecting. The backs are gorgeous. Those are the backs. It's enormous. So it's it would be a good deck for a 3-card pull. It'd be a great deck if you were yeah, just doing 3 cards or a single card. You tend to do single cards in Lenormand, right? All right, so this is another new deck to my collection. Here we go. Quite like the size of these cards. They are narrower, easier to hold, and this one came edged in black. Evangelina is in the game. Evangelina, 1 point. Oh, no, it's not. It's not spelt right. Sorry. Oh, wait a second. Yes, Van just spelled it right. Yes, Van spelled it right. So I will show you the box. Here is the box. And I believe this is US Games as well too, right? I believe it is. Why I can't, yes, it is US Games. So this one is a little tricky to read. There is the book and the letter. I think this is going to be my Halloween deck. So this will be a great Halloween Lenormand. There is the man and the woman. There's the moon. Oh my God, the poor fish. The fish look. You know, it's fun. Sometimes I do events at Halloween or at Samhain, and it's nice to have theme cards. The rider's called the Horseman. And look at this heart card. Yeah. Guess what the mice are called? They're rats. Rats. It would be great if Patrick Valenza made a Lenormand deck. Crossroads, mountain. Now this is kind of confusing because compare the garden and the mountain. That's kind of, has kind of similar energy. The dog is kind of scary, actually. I love the stars card. I'll show you in a second. The child. So compare dog and fox. There's dog and fox. Oh, wait a second. What was that card with the devil underneath? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Because there is the coffin card. I haven't started working with this deck, so... Or maybe it was a... Uh-oh, I'm confused now. There's the bouquet. There's the snake. Was that in a different deck that I was showing you? I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and look. So look at, I actually quite like the stars card. I think that really depicts energy. So when you think about stars and or cell phone energy or connection, it really feels cool like that. Yeah. Okay, so Malefique. Malefique. I'm gonna keep that out because I need to find that card with the devil underneath. I'm confused now. Okay, here we go. Now this is an earlier version of the deck, but I'm sure you can get it. Looks a lot like Dreaming Way, but it's not Dreaming Way. What do we have here? It is not a surprise. Oh, okay. Art Nouveau. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to have a little bit of a study with these two decks after. Thank you very much for the help, Benj. This is not 1889. No. No. It is no surprise this deck is in my collection. That is a hint. That is a clue. This one, so on my version of the deck, one of these is actually wrong, but the playing card associations are colored and then the number down in the corner. And I did do a card comparison way back of this one with Dreaming Way because it is a very similar energy to Dreaming Way. Sadhana Lenormand. That's hilarious. No, it is not Sadhana Lenormand. Nope, it is not. I'll give you some other clues. This one, I wonder. This reminds me of an Indiana Jones movie, the name of this one. Yay. Okay, Mira's got it. Tanis. Okay, so Mira is at 6. Mira has 6. Tammy Ann 4. Donna 3. Andrew 2. And Vange has 1. This is the Tanis Lenormand by Celia Melesville. Lily White, Lily Black Tarot. Garden. Tower is a sand castle. Cute little polar bear family. Whip. Snake. This one, the book is also open. Here's the letter. And I'll show you this one. I'll show you the alternate cards. So there's one set of man and lady, or gentleman and lady. And then there's the alternate set. Yeah, Tanis Lenormand by Celia Melesville. There's the sun and the moon. The fish is kind of good. I like the fish card. Yeah. And this one, the rider is going forward. And that's the funny thing about the Dreaming Way is with the rider going backwards. I think it's kind of odd. The house is a birdhouse, which is kind of, again, might be difficult to confuse. Now, I want to compare Crossroads and Mountain. So there is your 22 Queen of Diamonds card. So there's your Crossroads card. And there's your Mountain card. Star is a lamp post. Yeah. So that's the Tanis Lenormand by Celia Melesville. Guessing Lenormand is much more difficult. Well, yes, if you don't have a lot of Lenormand cards, or yeah. Okay, so well, if those of you that previewed the thumbnail might have had an advantage. Okay, ready? Here we go. This one is also this is an older deck. This is new to my collection. I had to hunt for this. I bought it on a, not eBay, but one of those sites. And this particular deck does not have Lenormand in the name. But one of the cool things is on the backs of these cards, it has all of the cards. I guess, yes, they were blurred. They were blurred. It is out of print, but it is, you can get a slightly different version of the deck. I did see it on, I did see it on Amazon. Yeah. And this deck, I saw it on Layla's channel. So do you know Layla? Layla is a Lenormand reader. She has Lenormand classes. So I will show you other cards as well too. There's a hauntingness to the colors. The colors are really beautiful. Now it's larger. It is not, I'll show you the size in a second. But there's something about it that I really like. And again, this would have to be for 3 card readings because the cards are so large. I'll show you the box in a moment. These are kind of beautiful cards. There's the mountain and the crossroads. Hi, Kenton. And so this one also has no numbers and no playing card associations. So it's not a great beginner deck. Look at the garden card. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. What other ones do you want to see here? The bear is kind of cool. There's just something about it that feels, I don't know. The tree. Ooh, look at the tree. So I'm just waiting to see if anybody knows this one. I had a feeling this one might not. You might not be able to guess this one. Yeah. So the color palette is similar in the present version of the deck. But this one I had to find this one was used, but it was in great, great condition. This one's called Titania's Fortune Cards. And it comes in this box, and then the book is attached. The hardcover book is attached. Yeah. So it is available on Amazon. It's just a different version of the deck. Titania's Fortune Cards. So nobody gets a point for that one. And I will also, if you're interested, I can put a link to Layla's channel as well too. Tricky. Okay. This one is going to be really, I know you're all going to know this one. So make sure you get the spelling correct, please. Here we go. This is another favorite. I love this deck. Okay, I'm watching the chat carefully. No playing card associations on this one, but it is so pretty. And this one looks absolutely gorgeous in a grand tableau. Okay, who's first? Tamiana's first. Okay. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. You guys were like, so Tamian gets it. All right. So Tamian is 5. Mira is 6. Donna is at 3. This is Melissa Wotherspoon's deck. The Aurum Lenormand. And these lines, these gold lines that go through, just really add some kind of a magical layer. When I first got this deck, I thought, ooh, I need to get me one of those gold repair kits. And I ordered this Kickstarter round. Oh, did you? Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. I love the art, the Japanese art of repairing cups and plates with the gold. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And so what I recommend is that for the decks that don't have playing card associations is to create kind of like a bookmark, a bookmark that you can have beside you. Because I feel that having playing card associations just adds, the Tower card is gorgeous, adds such a potential other layer. Yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty special deck. Love this one. Okay, I said I was gonna put these into top 5. So this is definitely in my top 5. Okay, so let me do that. So that one and that one are in my top 5. We'll see what happens. Okay, how are we doing for time? We're probably well past the hour. I'm gonna do this whole thing because I don't have that. It's not worthwhile doing this in 2 videos. Okay, here we go. Next one. I think intuitively, this is not Celtic Lenormand. No. Tina. Oh my goodness. Tina got a point. All right. We have a new player in the game. Tina, 1 point. This is Rana George. I will show you the box. Rana George Lenormand. Okay. Ring. Letter. Clouds. Fox. Crossroads. That tower is really tall. Tower is tall. That is a very beautiful key. I would like to have that key, actually. There's the moon. Shall we contrast the moon and the sun? The fish is kind of nice. I like the, I really like the court cards that are in this deck. So there's your King of Diamonds. And there's quite a few extra cards for this one. There's the heart, which when I'm using this deck, I don't use the extra cards. There's an abundance of them. So there's the moon and there's the sun. So this is Rana George. She has a very good Lenormand book. The little white book that comes with this one is very thorough, but her extra book is really excellent. Really excellent. Okay, so how many do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6. I think there's 6 left. So it's anybody's game. Anybody's game. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Are you ready? This one has a very easy name. This is a fun deck. I like this one. This one has lots of extra cards. Okay, Andrew. Andrew gets this one. So Andrew and Donna are tied for 3. This is the Maybe Lenormand, which has a ton of extra cards. So you can actually, it's a full deck of cards. And so you can pull out the 36 for Lenormand, or you can use it as a playing card deck. And of course, today I am not including my playing cards. That could be another video I could show you. I have some really, actually I have one deck. I only know the decks that I have. Oh, there's the Coffin, Moon, Crossroads. This is a fun deck, actually. Looks very Dr. Seuss-ish in some cards. Like these birds. I can imagine these birds having a conversation with each other. Yeah, maybe Lenormand. So this one might be a little tricky for a beginner, just because the artwork is a little, like I said, Dr. Seuss-ish in some of the cards. Okay. Yes, it is straight out of Whoville, without a doubt. Okay, now where's the card? Uh-oh. It's got to be on the top. Please, 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 please. Uh-oh. Okay, just talk amongst yourselves while I find the Clover card. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. I'm waiting for that deck you don't like, Sadhana. Okay, who was first? Donna was first. Okay, Donna 4. Excuse me. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore. I can't zoom in. I'm zoomed in. This is definitely another favorite. I like this one a lot. So this is going to go in the maybe top 5 pile. This presently is my only mini deck. I have ordered another mini deck called the Lavender Lenormand because I would like to have another mini, but I don't have it here to show you today. Does anybody in the chat have Lavender Lenormand? So yeah, so I only have the mini version of this one. Really like this one a lot. Okay, so I'm going to put maybe away, and then we'll get out the next one. Not very many left. How are we doing? Okay. And then can you answer this for me? So my question for you who have the larger version of 1889, does the larger version of 1889 have playing card associations on it? I would like to know. That's what I would like to know. Okay. So, and remember, the winner is going to get a 9-card Lenormand reading from me. And right now we have Donna at 4, Tamian at 5, Mira is 6, Andrew 3, Vange 1, Tina 1. Okay, so next one. Here we go. Lavender's on your wish list. Yeah, it's pretty. How are we doing? Anybody know what this is? This one has gold gilding. Andrew says, what do we have here? Obviously nobody has this one, or they haven't used it for a while. Okay, I'm going to show you a few other cards. There is the Rider. Ship. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you, Mira, for that information. Because the little one doesn't. The mini one doesn't. The bouquet is flowers. Rods. Birds. Not crazy about this fox card. There's another deck that has the fox. I think it is in the Tanis or the Dreaming Way that has the fox as a stole. Yeah, this is actually a mass market deck. This is a mass market deck without a doubt. Yeah, it's not sold on Me Playing Cards. It's a red feather deck. Red feather deck. It has those hinges, a hinged lid. And I believe there is a tarot deck by the same creator. Ooh, nobody's got it. The garden is kind of eerie. You warned us this could be an expensive chat. Did I warn you? Now look at this mountain card. Isn't that something? That to me is kind of, is the mountain the city or is the mountain the mountain? This is, yeah. These two cards to me, like this to me is like a haunted house kind of deck. And you'll get it once you know what the title is. The Crossroads is also a really interesting card. Nobody has got it yet. There is the book and the letter. No, it's not enchanted. And there is the gentleman and the lady. Haunted house. And here is the sun and the moon. Does anybody want this point? You're going to have to work for it. There's the key, which is a keyhole. Kind of interesting. Tamian, 6 points. Okay, mirror truth. So Tamian and Mira are tied. I will show you the box. So here is the box. And you can see the artist's name there. Tamian, 1 point for Google. Okay. All right. We have we have 3 decks left. 3 decks left. So unfortunately, Vange and Tina, you will not be in the running because you can't catch up. Donna, you definitely can catch up. And Andrew, you could make it a tie, possibly. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is going to be fast. I know this one's going to be a race. What is it? Okay, Andrew got it. Andrew. This is the Celtic Lenormand by Chloe McCracken. Chloe McCracken. Is that her right name? Yes, McCracken. This is a lovely, lovely deck. I really do like this one. This is going to have to go in my top 5. Evangelina says, finally, yes. And this one has a great selection of alternate cards. It also has an excellent, excellent guidebook. And Chloe, I have to laugh when I watch Chloe's Lenormand classes. I've seen them. I've watched them a couple of times with her flip charts. It's really something. This is a very unique ring card with the hand fasting. Yeah. Amber's getting really impatient. She wants to go outside. And that's your bouquet card. So this one really has... Tamian, that's funny. Do I get a point? I'm going to highlight this because that's hilarious. Donna, let's look at that. Okay, so there is the coffin and there is the house. So I get that. Because we have this particular, so this is the artwork is by Will Worthington. And if you have the Wildwood Tarot, it's almost as if in this particular card, we are in the Wildwood, right? So this is in the Judgment card, we have a very similar kind of a tomb. Yeah. So I get that. I get that confusion. There's a bunch of different bird cards in this deck. Yeah. Quite like the Celtic Cross. And so if you like the artwork of Will Worthington and you're wanting to flush out your Will Worthington collection, Druid Craft, Druid Oracle, Druid Plant, there's a Spirit Trees Oracle as well too. Yeah, so this is the Celtic. And the lilies in this card is a different kind of lily, more like a lily of the valley. But the guidebook is excellent. So Chloe just does a really, really great job. And she's a great teacher as well, too. I strongly recommend her Lenormand series on YouTube. She doesn't post anymore, I don't believe, but lovely, lovely person. Okay. This is the second to last one. Andrew says, it would be amazing if every deck creator made a Lenormand, Oracle, and Tarot. That would be amazing. Andrew. Okay, Andrew's catching up. Andrew has 5. So Andrew has 5, Tamian has 6, and Mira has 6. Tina got this one as well, too. Now, this one I have worked with a couple of times, and this is not a straight up Lenormand deck. I should really do a video, and I know I said I'm going to do a video of this deck. It is really pretty. This is the ring card. The bird has a ring in its mouth. However, the creator has taken quite a bit of creative license with Lenormand. Yeah. So there's the anchor card with the octopus, and we see French underneath, right? So it's in French and English. Key. So it's all in silhouette. You could compare this deck really. No, I would use it as a Lenormand, but I would substitute cards. So I only had 36, and I would know which ones I was replacing for other ones. So I think what I will do is I'll do a video on this deck and show you how I would work with it. I think that would be definitely worthwhile. There's the sun and the lily. Because the creator has, and this deck does have cat, and Chloe McCracken's deck also has a cat card as well too. And I know sometimes people are using Lenormand for Lost and Found, and I wish the tea leaf reading cards had all of them. Yes, that would be amazing. I have the tea leaf cards as well too. for lost and found. And so sometimes, you know, people are looking for lost cats. So it's nice to have a cat card. That might not be the only reason. The rider is a horse. So you're looking at the back of the horse. Okay. Look at the ship card. So the ship is a leaf. It's a leaf in the river. I noticed that Kelly Fitzgerald did a video. I haven't seen her video. She did a video on the magpie, and so this is the last one I'm going to show you. But I will. I'll do my version of it. This is also a newer deck to my collection. It's really beautiful, and it's going to be in my top 5 for sure. Here we go. There's the Clover card. I'm not going to share with you my top 5 tonight because we're at an hour and a half. Yeah. This one I really, really like. It looks like I might have to do a few 9-card readings. We're going to have a 3-way tie. If Andrew gets this, we'll have a 3-way tie. It is not Tattered Nomad. No, it is not. I may have you stumped with this one. This one I purchased on Etsy. And there's just something about it to me that is incredibly beautiful. It's hard to describe what I feel with this one. And I believe this creator has quite a few Lenormand decks. I do not have a Lenormand deck of Tarot by 7. The creator of the tarot deck that has everything mixed up. You know, it has, I can't even think what it's called. The Bastard, Tarot of the Bastard. Yeah, so I don't have and she has created a lot of different Lenormand decks. So there's a few that you didn't guess. So you didn't guess Titania's fortune cards. Was that the only one? I think there's another one that I had to reveal as well too. Okay, so we're waiting for this one. I can hear you guys on Google going crazy. Okay, I'm going to show you some more cards. Here is the book. It's a gorgeous book card. Stars. Ways. So instead of crossroads, we have ways. Lily. Look at the animals. The animals are really beautiful. There's bear and owl and dog. They're just precious. Okay. The other one we couldn't get was Mira. Bye, Clevis. You too. Have a great weekend. I will pop, Clevis, I'll try to pop on Sunday to the, Mira got it. Okay, Mira is our winner. Way to go. Way to go. So this is our winner. There's the letter card and the anchor. And there is the man. The man is Da Vinci himself. Yeah. It's kind of, and then the heart is the only card with color in it. So congratulations to Mira. Mira is the winner of a 9-card Lenormand read with Sadhana. So, Mira, all you need to do is to message me through my website, or you can send me a direct email to info@integrativehealingwithsadhana.com, and we can set up an appointment for a Zoom meeting and do that. Yeah. And also, you can choose the deck as well too. So let me know what deck you would like to work with, and also take some time to reflect on a question that you would like to have. Yeah. So lovely afternoon spending with you. I need to go plant my tomatoes and do some catch up around the house. I've been away for a few days. So yeah, I will be back next week, regular schedule. I'll be back carrying on with the Lenormand series with our deep dive tarot. And yeah, everything is just going to go back regular schedule next week. So I look forward. Now I'm Wednesday Facebook group. I do have an event, so I will probably be changing the time for the Facebook group on Wednesday. And the tarot deep dive will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's good because I have an event in the afternoon. I look forward to seeing you all at some point then. Take good care of yourselves. Namaste.